Oh, see this area right here next to the tree on the road?
Danger zone.
Danger, danger, danger. In this video, we're going to show you how to avoid doing damage of upwards $10, $20, $30, $40,000 to your RV. Welcome back to the RV Odd Couple. My name is John.
And I'm Mercedes. Long story short, we sold most of our possessions in pursuit of freedom, independence, and adventure.
Because life is so short, you guys. In our travels in the last 3 years, we've seen so many RVs get themselves into this type of trouble. We're going to tell you what to do if you find yourself in this trouble. We're going to show you how to avoid this type of trouble. And we're also going to show you how to get out of it if you've gotten yourself into it. Mercedes and I have seen happen 3 and 4 times along our travels.
It happens a lot. You can be a good driver and this can happen to you.
Yep, this is not going to be a very long video, but we think it's so important. We really believe that this can help other RVers avoid getting themselves in this horrible, horrible trap. And when you see Sage sitting right back there, that's a trap. Whenever you have a roadway and you see the slope of the edge, which is right back there, what that means is when you're coming around that tree, most RVers will look in the rear view mirror and they'll see the tree. And they're watching that tree with their back wheels to clear it before they make their cut. But as soon as you see a drop off, like most roads tip off like this, right? They're crowned in the center, they dip off on the sides. As soon as you go 1 inch down, the top of your RV is going to sway up to 6, 8, 10 inches, you guys, depending on how much of a slope this is right here.
It makes your RV go way,
It makes you tip.
Well, and you're so busy making sure that your wheels clear that you forget, do you clear in your roof, and you're not a straight line.
Right.
You're at an angle because of the dip.
Yep, so obviously one of the dangers you're going to be looking for when you're RVing, when you're driving your RV, is you're going to be looking for trees and what you have to clear. And you're going to adjust to go wide around that turn, right? What most RVers don't think about when they see a tree in a position like this is how much of a slope is next to that tree.
Yes.
And on this situation, the slope starts about 2 foot from the tree. So we had an RV Odd Squad member drive his rig in here, 44-foot, gorgeous Riverstone.
Super expensive.
Yep. He's looking in his side view mirror. He thinks he's got 6, 7, 8 inches of clearance. He's fine.
And he does on the wheels.
And he does on the wheels, right?
But not up top.
But not on top. And as soon as that starts getting closer to the tree, the slope is falling down and away. So he goes through, and then all of a sudden, the bottom of his tire starts to go down 1, 2, 3 inches on that slope behind me, and the front does this. Now, what Stefan did that was absolutely fantastic,
Pay
and
attention.
everybody should be hyper alert when you get yourself into a situation like that. Number 1, go super slow.
Yeah.
Everything's got to go slow motion. Don't be stressed out. Somebody has to wait 5 or 10 minutes for you.
Too bad for
Let them wait for you. But when you go into a turn like this, obviously you want to get as far away from that tree as you can. But if you know it's going to be tight and you know the road slopes off towards that tree, don't just look in your side view mirror at how far the wheels are from the tree, because every 1 inch that wheel drops on this slope, the top will drop 6 to 8 inches, right? Depending on how tall your RV is. What Stefan did was he knew he was close and he remembered the slope being there. But as he made that turn, these are all brand new roads, and so he sunk a little bit. And when he sunk, he kissed the tree. Because we had so many experienced RVers here, we were able to make a plan.
The dream team.
Right, well, I don't know about the dream team, but we all started banging our heads together about how we get him out of this trouble. We knew that if he went forward 1/4 inch or backward 1/4 inch, he was going to rip up his RV. We went ahead and we got a cargo strap, and we strapped it to a tree that's about 14 feet away. We started tightening that thing down as much as we could. We were able to move it about 1 inch, but it wasn't enough to get Stefan away.
I think we should help him. Hey, guys, shouldn't we pray first? Because we got like 2 things.
We got you a broken disc. Boat stuff, so we understand all this on the water side of things. So we're good. All right. I want to say something smarty pants to my husband, but I'm gonna just shut up and watch.
To his credit, though, the good thing that he did, which I want every RVer to pay attention to, is as soon as there was an issue, or as soon as he questioned that there was an issue, he immediately stopped, got out of the truck, and assessed the situation. It's so important. The worst thing you can do is say, oh, it's a minor scratch, I'll just keep going. Never, ever, ever keep going. Immediately stop and assess.
A lot of RVers would make the big mistake of trying to back it out or get away. If you're already touching that tree, don't go an inch further forward
Or back.
or backwards. You just got to stop. We made a plan, which was to use his landing gear to lift him up away from the tree.
All right, you're completely away from it. 4, 5, 6 inches.
The tires are up.
Tires are off the ground. You're
You're good now.
12 inches off. Okay. So we got that.
For every inch we lifted up Stefan's RV, it moved 3 or 4 inches away from that tree.
Yeah,
It was crazy and how much of this slope can do, guys.
Yeah.
Then we went ahead and got some 2x6s and we started burying them up under the tires, right? So that when he lowered that landing, when he started to raise his landing gear up, then he was sitting on something a little bit more solid.
Yeah, he's creating more space. Let's go.
Oh, you're gonna just move him to the back?
You a little loose?
This is highly dangerous.
That's not too bad.
You're like, I've done worse.
It's clear. Yeah, if it goes forward a little bit, then straighten it out.
It was really creative. It was like, you know, the story of the truck that's too tall for the bridge and the little boy says, empty the tires?
Yeah.
This was the exact opposite of that situation.
So this is where Stefan and most RVers get in trouble, especially newbie RVers, guys. They're coming around a corner, they see the tree, right? As soon as I see a tree close to an area of road that is a tight turn, I immediately look for how much slope. And now if you look at this road is level to about this point right here, guys. The rest of this is sloped down about 1 inch for every 2 inches it goes this way, okay? As soon as you see anything like this, a tree with a sloping road that slopes down, you need to immediately go on high alert. You want to obviously you want to move your rig way far away. Take this turn outside out here as far away from this tree as you possibly can. That's why you got to be super, super careful. This is probably one of the best tips we could ever give for driving in newbies. Whenever you see anything like this, you guys, you got to go slow, super, super slow. Don't be afraid to stop and get out of the truck and assess the situation. Somebody has to wait, let them wait. Believe it or not, this type of damage can be it can
Catastrophic.
it can total your RV. It can
Yeah.
completely wreck it. And he was sitting right between his two awnings, right? And it just basically cracked one of the covers and it popped it off. But that's it. And because we took our time, we made a plan, right? And we got him out of there very carefully and safely. Believe it or not, Stefan's vehicle had no damage to it, none, except for the cover on the awning.
Yeah.
That was it.
And that's amazing because y'all know how expensive those awnings are. In fact, a lot of insurance companies won't even cover the awning.
Please give this video a thumbs up, do a comment, and share it if you possibly can. Remember, guys, there's a lot of newbies out there this year. This video right here can save people a ton of headaches and a ton of money.
So stay safe and we'll see you in the next video.